In the heart of the African desert, where the sun burns the sand gold, a river flows, the Nile. Along its ancient banks a civilization was born, a civilization that would defy time itself. This was ancient Egypt, the land of gods, the land of kings, the land of eternity. For more than 3,000 years, Egypt stood as the beacon of power and faith. But its story is not only of glory, it is a tale of belief, ambition, and destiny. Long before Rome, before Greece, before any empire, the Egyptians looked to the stars and dreamed of immortality. They believed life was just the beginning. Death was not the end. It was a passage, a journey to the world beyond. At the center of it all stood one man, the Pharaoh. More than a king, a god in human form, the bridge between heaven and earth. His breath was divine. His words were law. His monuments, built to last forever. But Egypt wasn't born mighty. It began as scattered tribes along the Nile, each with its own leader, its own god, its own dream, until one man, Narmer, united them all. He became the first pharaoh, and Egypt was born. The Nile gave them life. Each year it flooded, leaving rich black soil. From that soil came crops, food, and hope. To the Egyptians, this was not nature. It was the gift of the gods. As the river flowed, Egypt grew. Dynasties rose, cities thrived, and faith turned into stone. The first pyramid rose from the desert. Pharaoh Djoser built it, a stairway to the sky, designed by the genius Imhotep. But one pharaoh dreamed greater, Khufu. He wanted to touch eternity. And so he built the Great Pyramid of Giza. 2 million stones, each weighing several tons. No machines, no iron, only human hands. For 20 years they built under the blazing sun. And when it was done, the world changed forever. It stood taller than any structure on earth. For 4,000 years, nothing surpassed it. It was not a tomb. It was a message to time. We are eternal. Beside it, the Sphinx watched in silence. Half man, half lion. Guardian of secrets older than history itself. But Egypt's greatness was not only in stone. It was in the mind, in its knowledge, its art, its faith. They invented hieroglyphs, sacred writing carved in stone. They created papyrus, the first paper. They studied medicine, stars, and the human soul. Their gods ruled every part of life. Ra, the sun god. Osiris, lord of the afterlife. Isis, goddess of magic. Anubis, guardian of the dead. Every sunrise was a prayer. Every sunset, a promise of rebirth. When pharaohs died, they became divine. Their bodies preserved through mummification. Their tombs filled with gold, food, and treasures. Because in death they would live again. To speak a name was to make a soul eternal. So they carved their names into walls of stone. But time is a silent thief. Dynasties fell. Kingdoms divided. The great nation began to crumble. Then came a warrior, Ahmose the First. He defeated the invaders known as the Hyksos, and Egypt rose again, stronger than before. This was the new kingdom, Egypt's golden age. Pharaoh Hatshepsut ruled with grace and brilliance, a woman who became king in a world of men. She built temples, monuments, and peace. Then came Thutmose III, the warrior pharaoh. He expanded Egypt's borders to the edges of the world. But not all pharaohs sought war. One sought truth, Akhenaten. He rejected the old gods, declared there was only one, Aten, the sun disk. He built a new city, a new faith, a new dream. But his revolution divided Egypt. After his death, the old gods returned. His name was nearly erased from history. Then came a boy, Tutankhamun. He ruled only a few years. He died young, forgotten by time. But in 1922, his tomb was found, sealed, untouched, filled with gold, treasure, and wonder. The world rediscovered Egypt's soul, but centuries passed and Egypt's power faded. New empires rose, Persians, Greeks, and Romans, and then came Cleopatra, beautiful, intelligent, brave, the last pharaoh of Egypt. She fought for her kingdom through diplomacy and love, but Rome was too strong, and when she fell, the empire of the Nile fell with her. The temples turned to ruins. The gods were forgotten. The desert swallowed their monuments. But Egypt never truly died. No wind could erase its memory. No time could silence its story. Even today, the pyramids still stand. Their stones whisper across the ages, reminding us of what humanity once achieved. The Egyptians believed that when they died, their souls would rise among the stars. And maybe they were right, because even now, thousands of years later, their names are spoken. Their monuments still rise. Their story still breathes through time. This was ancient Egypt, the land of the Nile, the cradle of civilization, the empire that conquered death itself. And though the sands may bury their tombs, their spirit remains, eternal, unbroken, immortal, like the pyramids themselves.